Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. And I was away last week, but I'm back and we'll be posting regular videos and see how things are going. You can see Nasdaq is up 0.66% pre-market. You can see triple Q exactly 0.66%. So we're opening on a gap up, all right? And this is futures and in the US 100 futures. You can see we are near resistance. So I could expect at market open. This is triple Q. You can see this gap here. They could try to fill this gap. Okay, so they could bring it back down to about 596, 597 area. Right now it's about around 600, so they could pull back a bit. So basically what they can do is maybe they can try to pull it back a bit and then again try to pump after that. All right, so that's quite a possibility. So be aware of that. Sure, they can go to second and third deviation. Market is very strong. Any pullbacks, they're buying the big dip. We can see on a daily chart how things are looking, but right now it's at a resistance or a perfect profit taking opportunity here. Russell 2000, sorry, S&P 500 is also same area here, a perfect opportunity. Bitcoin, you can see, had a massive pump last night, actually on Sunday evening. Futures just pumped above all standard deviation, but right now extremely overbought and could expect a little bit of pullback. This is just for day trading, all right? So don't take it for a longer term. So in terms of longer term charts, let's look at how things are going. And let's look at this chart, which I keep in eye always. So you can see here we're touching the red line already. Okay, I do expect pullbacks. We did get a little bit of pullback. You can see we came very overbought territory here. You can see RSI was touching red line. They did give us a pullback, and now they're again going here. Okay, so I do expect a little bit of pullback later, but they could go higher as well. We can show on a daily chart. Let's quickly look at that, what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, before I go there, I also want to show you another chart here, which is this chart, which is point of control. So you can see they're making a point of control here right now, where it is right now 66.76 on US 500. They could go even higher to around 66.93 and test previous all-time high. Okay, so that's also possible. Again, since we're opening on a gap up, we could go lower to 66.61 or even lower there at 60.66. So these are the point of controls which we need to keep an eye on. And this is daily chart of SPX. You can see what's happening. We could be making a double bottom here. You can see we here we're around this day 17 September we touched green line, which is 10 moving average, and then bounced. We again went lower. We actually had a gap down. You can see if I show you on a 1 hour chart. Let me show you here. You can see this gap down. They filled this gap on Friday, and again we had a little bit of gap ups. Uh, and they are trying to fill all the gaps. They did not fill this gap. Okay, so just be mindful of that. We got a 7 counts buy signal and now got a 7 count sell signal end of day Friday. But let's look at live market where we are right now. We are way above this green line again. So we're testing previous all-time high. So we could be going and testing that again, which is around 6700 area. All right. So that's what we're looking for. SPY, you can see we're already opening in a gap up. So I could expect a little bit of downwards move at market open. So don't be surprised by that. They could bring it back here a little bit lower and then can go higher again. All right. So just keep that in mind. Same story on triple Qs, massive gap up. So they could market open, bring this gap here, and then keep continue higher. All right, that's quite a possibility. Live market also you can see again going above 10 moving average, had a decline below 10 moving average, but again market is very strong. Just keep going higher and giving no opportunity on Nasdaq. Also, you can see NDX chart. We had a gap down on Friday. They filled this gap. This gap up, which happened here on 17th of September, they filled that gap. Okay, so that was a candle to fill that gap. Now the gap is all the way down around 23,000 area. I don't know if we're gonna go there, but Nasdaq looks like it wants to go and make a new all-time high as well. You can see here, looks like they want to make maybe pump it higher and maybe come back later. If this gap is doesn't fill today, then they will come back later to fill this gap. But looks like they want to go higher. Um, and Bitcoin, you can see I posted a video. We're getting a 9 counts buy signal. I posted a video yesterday and day before when we were getting an 8 counts buy signal and 7 counts. So it was a nice time to buy. And I told you, look, this is where it bounced before, similar area, and now they came back all the way down there near 200 moving average, trying to bounce a lot of resistance here right in front overhead for Bitcoin where it is right now around 114, 113K area. Okay, so it will be interesting to see if they can cross that. If not, then looks like they might go and retest this blue lines. Okay, but if they can cross, then we're probably going towards 150 to 170 area. Ethereum similar story, getting a 7, 8, 9 counts buy signal, but went a bit lower and now recovering it nicely here. In terms of VIX, VIX had a decline. Actually, I have to fix these charts. Maybe I'll do it later. Some gaps are filled, but I don't see 7, 8 counts buy signal yet. So it looks like market could go even more higher. This is live market. Just one thing to remember on Bitcoin, on live market, we are getting a gap up. So there's a big gap here. So just keep that in mind. They could come back at some point to try to fill that gap. Um, in terms of stocks, Tesla is looking extremely bullish. Looks like they want to fill this gap. There are two gaps here. They want to fill around 442 and 4, what is this top gap? 453 area. Okay. So they could go there as well. So just keep that in mind. But there are other gaps also at the bottom they can fill at a later date. Apple also getting a 9 count sell signal, but just holding, flagging at previous all-time high. So nice run on Apple already. So just hanging in there. Netflix also looking like it's just chopping around, building some energy and ready for a breakout. Meta Facebook also looks okay by the dip. Nothing is major broken. Could be going to fill this gap around 757. Amazon was the one. So if you really want to buy a stock, I think Amazon is still way below all-time high. There's still possibility of a gap fill, and from where it closed on Friday, 8 to 10% upside possible throughout the year. Google looking very strong. Microsoft also like Netflix, just building momentum, ready for a blast, I think. CrowdStrike also after a nice pullback, getting ready for a bounce. ServiceNow is also building momentum. NVDA also looking good. Looks like it wants to go touch this gap around 182.66. avgo 9 counts buy signal. You don't want to be shorting avgo here. It's getting ready for a massive rally as well. Bond market also got a 8 counts buy signal, so nice bounce from there. TSX also looking nice. Hang Seng Index also bouncing towards after touching 20 moving average. In terms of commodities, crude oil after a massive run, getting some decline, is just chopping around here, just chop. Natural gas also just chopping around. Gold extremely bullish, just keep going higher and higher with very overbought. I wouldn't be touching gold here, guys. You missed it, you missed it. It's fine. Let it wait for it to come back and cool down a bit. Looks like it wants to go towards 4,000 area. Silver also looking huge, very promising. Copper is a good trade if you want to buy for a nice pump. Dollar is also after a rally couple of days now getting a 7 count sell signal. That's not good news for dollar holder, but good news for Bitcoin and gold. So gold could be going even higher, it seems. Some other stocks, Shopify has a big gap here on 148. So you want to trade, you can trade for this gap fill, which is around 6% away. All right. AMD also just building momentum, could be ready for a blast. Palantir also getting a 9 count sell signal. So let's see if they want to really bounce this. Celestica just doing nothing. UNH, a gap at the bottom, multiple gaps at the top, in the middle right now. CNQ also looking very nice, above all moving averages, so buy the dip. CSU is one of the stocks which is near like previous nice support here, so could be a good buy here in my opinion. Loss also could be a good buy here, so keep an eye on these. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Keep an eye, but again, Bitcoin again pumping here. Um, Markets are near resistance, so keep an eye. If you look for a pullback and then look to buy on a gap fill and for a reversal trade. Okay. And if you want to know more about these indicators and if you want to know what I'm buying and selling, you can subscribe to my channel. Look, you can see here in the green area when we reach Thursday and even here on Friday, that was a very good area to buy and then it bounced. Okay, so I share this with my members and welcome to join as a member. There's a link in the description. Click on the join button and I share these levels with my members. Okay, have a good one. Bye.